There are no good stories without the bad sides of humanity, and everyone who masters virtual tabletop or pen and paper games is well aware of that. Every day there must be millions of characters and players behind them who fight their way from rotten dungeons through the ruins of our civilization up to the stars, and most of them are not afraid to spill some blood and love an epic battle. Although this seems to be a common thing, it can become complicated when you want to use generative AI to create assets for those situations, as the most of them have content policies which do not allow them to generate violence in images, and some of them even actively destroy your result. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can handle those restrictions and what you can do to create images that completely fit the atmosphere of your favorite game system in Foundry VTT. To get started, I will first generate a new scene and I will already give it a bloody name, so let's call this The Killer Within. And jump right into the Cibola editing window. Here we can now enter a prompt which I prepared for this video, and I kept it really simple. So I want to do a crime scene here, and my prompt is I want to have the pilot of a spaceship who was shot inside his cabin, and the ship security should be investigating. I will just go with the preset AI in this case, and I will generate the image so I can show you what will happen next. And as you see, we got an image which is showing a cabin in a spaceship basically, but the pilot is missing. So what happened in this case? The prompt I gave was pretty clear in my opinion, but maybe I missed something. So I can add some details to the prompt, and I will do this by using the improve prompt function to see what we got. And here now we have a really precise description. The pilot is in his seat, blood is pooling on the floor. So now it's really clear that I want to have the dead pilot inside the spaceship. And if I hit the image generation button again, you will see that we will not get the result that we expected. So as I promised, here are again some spaceship pilots, but none of them seems to be dead. So what's happening here? In fact, the AI actively ignores your prompt and it gives you an image that does not fit your expectation. And the reason is that this specific AI model is just not allowed to generate dead people. So it's not possible to do a crime scene with this AI, no matter what prompt you enter. And this can happen to you all the time. For example, if you write that you want a space battle and people are shooting at each other and dead bodies are laying on the floor, it will not do what you want it to do. I will show you another example with a different AI. For example, let's go with DALL-E, which is a good standard beginner AI, and I will just enter the same prompt that I used before, and then we will see how the generation goes with this one. And as you see, this didn't even work. Although this prompt was improved by ChatGPT, their own AI is not capable of bringing it to life. And the only way to handle this situation is to find an AI which will not refuse to produce adult content. And we did another video on this on the same channel, I will link it to you in the description, where we show you how you can set off the not safe for work filter, which will then allow you to generate more immersive images when it comes to crime scenes, fighting or battle. If you didn't see this video so far, please make sure to watch it after this one. But for now, I will show you what we can do when we select the right AI. And to do so, I will go to the configuration window again, and I will search for AIs which allow me to generate not safe for work content. And I will go with the first one, which is Flux Pro from Black Forest Labs in this case, and jump back to the image generation. And here I will enter the exact same prompt that I did before, but I will set the not safe for work filter to a higher level. 2 is the standard, 5 is the maximum we could go to, and now I will do another image generation. Alright, and this time it worked. So as you see, now we have the dead pilot in his chair, and that is very important to keep in mind. You can still change everything on the image, for example, by adding some style options. You can write you want to have it comic style, you want to have it in a darker style, or you want to change the aspect ratio. I can do it again with 16:9, for example. So this way you can affect the outcome of the image. You see, this is also fine, the shot captain and the security who is investigating. And you can also affect your result by changing another AI. I picked the first one now, but there are several ones which allow you to do not safe for work generation. It makes sense to try them all and also to adapt your prompt when it comes to atmosphere and small details like that. But the most important thing you need to do is be aware of how the AI will prevent you from image generation if you want it to do something it doesn't want to do. So if you have a prompt which contains several words like blood, violence, nudity or wound, anything that can be related to content which the AI might not want to produce, it is really important to select a model which will support you in your mission. And keep this in mind when it comes to image editing as well. So for example, if I have this image now and I want to use one of the advanced editing functions like the remove or replace function, then this function may be provided by a different AI which has no not safe for work content policy. So if I go to replace here and I have this bloody wound and everything, and I mark this area and I write do a big wound on the chest, and I generate this, it will possibly not work because the AI is not allowed to do so, and it will just give us the same image that we have before, and we might think that it's not working, but the reason is not that the prompt was wrong, but that the AI refuses to do it. As you see, in fact, it even cured this guy, so he was more wounded before, and now the blood has been removed, and that's everything we can get out of this function. Try around the different options you have here, because some options will work and some will not. For example, you could expand this image because the center image will not be changed, but you cannot take the style or something which uses another AI with a different content policy. I hope this helps you understanding the limitations and possibilities of the different AI models. I wish you a lot of fun and success trying those tools, and see you in the next video.